Hey guys, so this is my update yet again. It is the 12th of October. I haven't done any progress updates lately. I think it's been about 3 or 4 days. I can't remember. Basically, as I expected, time just kind of spiraled into nothingness. And everything just gets really hectic and chaotic, and you just kind of have to have a tight grasp on trying to get everything done, and sleeping and eating and going to work and doing all these things. So basically that's what happened. As it commonly does, when you've got 3 jobs, it can kind of get a bit crazy like that. Lately, I've just been juggling the 2, which has been nice. But now I have a client for my 3rd job. So I'm sorry, my brain is not functioning. Yeah, so basically, whenever I get a client, that just means that there's a pet owner out there in the world that needs me or somebody to look after their pet. And I generally will have like repeat clients, which I think is great. I have a fantastic relationship with all of these pets all over these different places, and I just love it. It would be my full-time job if that was possible. Moving on. So what was I saying? Okay, so updates. Okay. Let me see. I missed the deadline for sending in my chapter. I was kind of bummed about that, but I'm over it now. It's okay. There will be another opportunity to do that next month. So what's the time? It's 11. So I have 25 minutes now. Yay! To do all these things I want to do, but it's okay because it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so the plan is today to basically I rewrote the chapter. I woke up one day, I rewrote the whole chapter. So the plan today is to put all of that into a document format where I can then start to blend the old chapter with the new chapter. So that's the plan for tonight. So no, I haven't done any writing for a long time, and I really miss it. And, I'm not really happy about it. Anyway, so it's that. The second one is the house. I've got a few things. I just had this thought today of that I haven't actually shown you guys anything. I've just talked about or rambled about, me getting a house, or myself and my partner getting a house. So I want to show you guys some things about that. But before I do that, I just want to say that the contract that we were meant to sign to actually start the building process and start the getting the finance and all of that stuff happening, that meeting to do all of that was meant to happen last Saturday, which was yesterday. So that didn't happen because the paperwork just wasn't ready. The builder guy, he just hadn't got things ready in time, so that's fine. I think the thing is, I know that we're new to this, but we're still very aware that this whole process is going to be like a roller coaster. Like, it's going to go up and then it's going to go down, then it's going to go up and then it's going to go down. Things are meant to happen, they don't happen. We've found that happens a lot. Like, there's lots of plans for things to happen, but a lot of the time it doesn't go forward. And it's not just on their side either, it's our side too. Like, I've made a lot of changes to different plans. I keep interrupting things because I'm like, hold up, wait, I just thought of this, and like, okay, now we have to start this again. So it's on both sides of things. But anyway, I guess my only advice would be, if you're planning on buying a house or buying a house and land package, don't wait till you're in a situation where you really need to get on with it. You're kind of desperate to get out of where you are, because this process, it takes a lot of time. Like, we were expecting to sign this contract to get the house, finance and the house starting to get built and all of that. We were expecting to sign that contract over a month ago. you know, so that's how much time it takes. We still haven't done it. We've got a meeting, a meeting next Sunday, to sign that contract. Cross fingers. Tomorrow we might, if things go well, we might be able to actually walk through, or go and see and walk through the house that we want to build, because we're buying everything off plan. So literally, there's nothing, like, you can go there, but all you will see is just grass on the ground. Like, that's on, yeah. So that's all you'll find. That's that. What else? Our finance is pretty well up to scratch, so that's good. We just need to finish off, like, sign a few more forms, and I think we have to wait for the building contract to be finalized before the financial side of things can get finalized. So it's all like, there's like layers that all get intermingled, and it gets very sort of confusing, but we have these really, like, we're working with really great team, and they're just really helping us out. Because we just said, look, we are newbies, we have no idea, and they've just been guiding us along. And they're fantastic people. They're really dedicated to their job, and they're really enthusiastic about doing their job right. And that's great. Like, they will email you at like 9 o'clock at night if they have to, or just call you out of the blue and be like, hey, guess what? This is happening. What do you want to do? Do you want to go ahead, or do you want to change it? They're just great. Like, so many people, business people, aren't like that. They're like, yep, you know, I finish at 5 o'clock. That's it. No more calls, no more emails, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's cool. All right. I've been rambling for a very long time. I'm sorry. Okay. What else was I going to say? Knitting. Okay. So I will show you that. Okay. So that's the progress that I've made. It's still a little bit bunched up, but it's not as bad as it was on the circular needles. So these are 3.5 needles and different wool, obviously, and it's turning out really great. So now I'm at that stage where I need to start decreasing, and the pattern, if you remember, was not right. So, okay, so this is the chart where the pattern somehow goes wrong. It looks like it should be right, but it's just not. I know it's not. So what I'm going to do when I have time is I'm going to use this. Wow, that's actually really dirty. Okay, anyway, sorry. I'm going to use this pattern, either this one, which has the smaller squares, or the larger squares, to put this chart on. I'm going to like draw that chart, and then I'm going to like do it in continuous fashion or whatever, to see what is not lining up there, and just work it out, because it frustrates me, and you know, I've had to redo this thing so many times, and I've pretty much had it with that. So that's my plan. I was going to get that done this morning, but I literally did 100 other jobs. So that's the chapter. Got my little reminder so I will not forget. I was thinking of taking it into work today, but I'm not, because I think I'm only going to get a 10-minute break. So get that done hopefully tonight. Okay, now the house. Okay, so guys, be excited, please. If you're not excited about this, like, if you're like, man, that sucks, that house sucks, do not buy it, I'm just going to be like, what? Anyway, okay, so that's it. You know, and that's the money we are going to need to buy that. Actually, we're going to need more, because I keep changing everything. Anyway, Chatswood too. The original Chatswood is like a castle, I believe, in England somewhere. Like, you know, where the royals live in. My last name is actually Lord. So Lorena is thinking that she feels really like royal, because she's going to live in the Chatswood with a lord. Anyway, let's just move on from that. Okay, so that gives you some details. You know, it's pretty... Actually, you know what? I thought this stuff was pretty basic, but it's actually not. Like, we were going to buy a house that was, what, $30,000 to $40,000 extra. Okay, and it did not come with flooring, It didn't come with a rainwater tank. It didn't come with an air con. It didn't come with fencing. It didn't come with a garage. Sorry, not a garage. A driveway. All sorts of things. It just, you know, so we were amazed. Like, this is like heaps cheaper, yet we're still getting all of these cool features. So that's great. That's it, pretty much. That's the house. Initially, I was going to... Hold up. Wait, no. Let me say that again. Okay, so on this plan, it's got everything on this side, but it's actually flipped. Okay, so as you can see, it's a 3-bedroom, but could be a study. It just has 1 bathroom, which is miniature, like it's minute. I mean, seriously, come on. But anyway, you can access that through there. So it's like an ensuite, and just like if you're in the kitchen or in the dining, you literally, you know, it's great, very convenient. And the toilet obviously there, which is great because some houses have the toilet in the bathroom, and I just find that very inconvenient. Anyway, laundry. Oh my God, I'm going to have a laundry. Okay. That's my laundry. So I'm actually going to have a laundry. I'm so excited. Carport, so we're not going to have a garage, which is something I said to Lorena, like, the house that we buy, it needs to have a double garage thing, and we're getting a single carport. But you know what? I can let that go. And Lorena's like, that's cool. You can put your car in the carport if you really want to. Because I love my car, and she's really old, and I want to look after her and keep her all pretty. Anyway, so that's that. I'm sorry, the focus has gone. I'm not sure why. Anyway, okay, so the place where we're buying is a new estate. There's 2, see it says Brookside release. There's a Parkside release as well, but they're all pretty much, like, all it means is that Brookside is like on one side of the road and Parkside's like on the other side. So that's all that means. So this is the map. You know what this reminds us? Blah. Oh my God. Okay, do you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of like The Sims. Like, if you've ever played The Sims or like Sims 3, whatever, it's very similar to that. Like, to me, it just reminds me of that. So it's like, I'm going to buy a place which is, I'm going to be like living in The Sims here, people. Okay. Anyway, where our house is going to be, it's going to be number 8, which looks tiny because it's on the map. And it's not focusing. Come on. Okay, I got it to focus. Yes. So see, it's got, what is that? 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, we're number 8, so that's us. Yes, it's a small block. No, I'm not happy about it. Yes, I can afford it. Yes, I will buy it. So that's that. I actually wanted to buy like a big, massive thing, like something like that, and, you know, just really live it up kind of thing. But you know what? It's not financially possible right now. And what am I, like, 30, well, nearly 30, so I've got like 40, 50 years to do something like that, so I'm cool with that. Okay, so it just basically has this massive lake thing, and it has just lots of what they call like just parks, and that's pretty much why we want to be there. So yeah, parks and gardens and lakes and water features, you know what I mean. Just, you know, cool stuff, nice stuff. Okay, and then that's a picture of the actual area. How pretty is that? Like, seriously, you'd be doing good to not like that. Anyway, so that's basically the dream. Like, what started the dream was this pond with the big old gum trees, and, you know, it's all very natural and beautiful and glorious. So that's what started it for them, for the people that decided to build this estate. That's like a rough drawing of what it's going to look like. I'm thinking our house will be here. I'm not sure. I think, yeah, it's here, because these are going to be like display houses, and we'll be along here, which is cool. So we're very close to this parkland, we're close to this lake, and all of that jazz. So, okay. That's like the cellar, you know, thing, which is you see everywhere. Okay, and then this is the plan, the actual real deal plan that I made all these like changes to and everything. That's my way of working out where the sun is going to be. Because that's so important to me. You have no idea. Like, I literally, whenever I see a house design, I'm like, okay, where does the sun shine in at what time of the day? That's all I care about, basically. Yeah, so all those things are the things that I wanted to change. I wanted sliding doors in here, but that wasn't possible. Just different things. I'm going to move these windows. This is a south wall, and this is a north wall, and that's the east. So obviously the sun is going to rise from here. So I wanted to put those windows there, and keep this massive window thing, you know, as like for the sun to actually enter into the house. I don't know who thought of putting windows on the south wall. Hello, people. Like, sun does not go there. It doesn't shine that way. Like, it's going to come like from here and pretty much go around to there. Okay? So, where's the thought here, people? Anyway, I'm not going to rant about this. I am not. Anyway, okay, so I've made like a few changes and blah, blah, blah. And I was kind of peeved about the fact that on the booklet thing, that everything is actually flipped. So I designed this house expecting it to be like that on The Sims or whatever, and I really liked it. And when I actually got the real plans, this is when we were like, okay, this is what we want to put this house on hold, and everything else. They gave us this, and I was like, what the hell? Who flipped that? Anyway, what else can I tell you guys? I've been doing a little bit of rescuing lately, animal rescue. I rescued the bug, which was drowning in this little tiny droplet of water in our bathroom, the sink in the bathroom. And I saved it. I used toilet paper to like absorb all the water, like from that little drip. What am I talking about? With the drop of water. So yeah, and then like it managed to like dry off. And then just, as you saw, it was running around. I gave it life. Anyway, I tried to rescue this baby bird. I found it on the ground. I didn't film it because it looked to me like it was in pain. It seemed to have trouble breathing, but I wasn't sure, you know, if he was okay or if he was just having a really painful time. So I put him in this little hat box, and I put like a little, come on brain, heat pack underneath it, so that he was all cozy and warm. And about an hour later, half an hour to an hour later, he passed away, and I was like well, I wasn't holding him, but I was like patting him, and he seemed to like that. I don't think he wanted to die alone. And you know, like when the time came, like the death throes time came, it was really sad because he was really fighting it, and he was like, I don't want to die, I'm too young to die, like, no, I don't want to die, and he died. But you know, that it wasn't funny actually. It was really tragic and really sad. I hate seeing, you know, little things like that dying. And then last night, I got home from having dinner with a friend, and then I was parking my car, and I saw this dog wandering down the street, and I was thinking, oh, you know, whatever, you know, it's just somebody walking their dog. But then when I was crossing the road to get to the house, I was like looking around, I couldn't see anybody at all. And then I was thinking, okay, I'm just going to follow this dog and just see what he's doing. And he was so lost. I was like, oh my God. And I was kind of scared of him because he was like a really built up dog, and he had like these big jaws kind of. So I braved it. I walked up to him. Initially, he was like, get away from me. I persisted. I followed him. I just kept following him. I kept talking to him, trying to calm him down a little bit. And then he started to go, hang on, you know what? She's actually not so bad. And he was really great. Like he calmed down enough for me to actually walk up to him, pat him a little bit. And I was just talking to him, and I got hold of his collar. And I realized, you know, he's got his tag, he's got his name tag, and I was like, okay, I'm going to just pretend that everything is dandy and just be like really hyper and just be like, come on, you know, let's go home. Come on, good boy, you know. And I was like getting him all like happy and making him feel like, hey, you know what, this can actually be fun. Like, it's not so bad now. Everything's cool. And I led him back to the house and opened the door, and Lorena's sitting there on the couch watching TV. And she looks at me and she's like, what is that? How is there a dog here? So then he was just sniffing around the house and I was filming him. And then we were just waiting for his owner. I called his owner because the dog had a mobile phone number on his collar. And so he was so thankful. Like, literally, he walked up to me and I thought, oh my God, he's going to go for the hug because I hate hugs. And I was like, oh no. I got his dog and I'm like, fuck, do not hug me. Anyway, no, I didn't. That was all like mental. And I was like, oh God, he's going to go for the hug. And then like he just put out his hand. He's like, thank you so much. Like, I owe you the world. Like, this dog means so much to me. They've been traveling together. He's moved around like Australia a few times and he's always taken his dog, and he said, you know, like, he's getting old now and they have been through so much together, and just to lose him like that would have just been so sad. And I just felt like, oh my God, I just felt like, man, I did such a good thing for this guy. I really did. And for the dog as well. Wow, it wasn't like he was kind of getting emotional, but I was just so like, oh my God, like, please don't touch him. that was enough to like, you know. But afterwards, I was like, far out, man. Like, it really sunk in. I was like, wow, that guy was like really thankful. Anyway, time has flown. I have talked forever. This update, and I'm not going to apologize. Actually, I think I just needed to talk. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay guys, and I will see you in the next progress update. Okay, bye. He'll be here soon, little buddy. Oh, that's so cool! Have a dog! Hey, Ronnie. Come here. Come on. Come here. It's like, I'm not sure about any of this. None of this is right.
Isn't it sure?
At least he hasn't pooed or weed anywhere.
Was he on Baham?
He was in the, he walked up into the park, so he was wandering, completely lost.
No, the guy.
Oh, he's on Belham, yeah.
Okay.
Hello. Guys, okay, so I went to work and I didn't have to. Believe it or not, I got there, discovered that I forgot to bring my cap with me, which is like a hairnet type of thing. And so I went up to my supervisor and I told her, you know, is there like a spare hairnet or something that I could wear? And she looks at me and she's like, I'm not even sure if you're meant to be here because I just saw Steve walk in. So if Steve's here, you're not meant to be here. And I was thinking, oh man, if that's true, like that would just be the best. And yep, somehow or another, there was a mix up with the rosters and I didn't have to be there. So that's awesome. So I came home and I've been working on these things that I said that I was going to work on. I decided that I would have a go at doing this chart thing. So I'll show you where I'm up to with that. Okay, so I have analyzed the chart. And okay, so that's what it comes out as if you do it as a 3 repeat. And it works. It does work. Okay, so it's just me not doing this right. I have no idea. I can't explain that. Okay, so if the chart works, then it definitely means that I'm not doing it right. Which is interesting, actually, because I'm pretty good at doing these things. So I'm a little bit baffled. I'm not sure why I wasn't doing that correctly. So what I did before was I thought, okay, I'll try knitting it up. So I used two colors, a red and a blue, to knit it up just on some little needles. And I discovered that if I knit it on straight needles, the pattern will not work. It definitely means that this whole beanie has to be knitted on the circular needles, which I'm not impressed about. No. Yes, so there's no way of getting out of it, unfortunately. And I guess I'm just gonna have to be really mindful, like super mindful of the pattern. I must be doing it wrong somehow. I'm sure of it, because according to that, like drawing that chart, it works. So it has to work. It just has to. I don't know why I can't get it right. Maybe I just really suck at color work, because like, okay, I have the worst attention span. I don't know if you've noticed, but like I forget words, I forget what I'm even saying, I completely forget what sentence I'm even up to. I'm like, my brain is just like off in a cloud. And I'm constantly like, hello brain, can you please help me out here? I need a word, I'm trying to explain something. And maybe that's it. Also, being vegetarian, my iron levels are pretty low. And I just have this feeling that has something to do with my smarts, okay? Because, like, something's not going right. But I've always been like that for, like, I don't know, like, I think I've always been like that. Like, not like an airhead. I wouldn't say that I'm dumb or anything. It's just that when it comes to focusing, I'm just not really there. Like I'm half there, but not really. Yeah, I don't know. And I think being a writer is just like the perfect thing for me, because I just like, it just allows for a really interesting storyline. Like every time I try to write out a plot line, it just goes out the window. Like I've got no hope. As soon as I start to think, oh yeah, dog will meet the lady, and then the lady takes the dog home, and then they're friends, and then there's another dog that comes. Like, as soon as I try to plan something simple like that, always something changes dramatically, and then it's just like it's a whole new plot line. Like for my novel, I think I ended up with about 5 plot lines before I just gave up. I was like, okay, that's it. The characters are doing whatever they want to do. Just let them be. And yeah, that has worked pretty well, really. I mean, I've been amazed at what has really come about in my novel. And some of it hasn't been great. Like, some of it's stuff that not even I would never imagine myself writing about in a million years. But anyway, that's that. It just means that when it comes to actually concentrate and focus on something, I'm so crap at it. It's just terrible. And perhaps that is why I'm not capable of doing this. It seems to be. So for some reason, whenever I see these charts, my brain thinks cross stitch or something like that, or embroidery or something. Which to me is pretty much the same thing. But yes, I was actually thinking that would make a very neat little cross stitch design. Like just for like a hem or a border or something like that. Hem in cross stitch. I'm not sure. This is what I mean. I'm going to finish Lorena's beanie. Excuse me. Do the decreases because I know that the decrease thing does work. I'm pretty sure the stitch count is correct. So finish that, do the mittens, and then by that time maybe I'll be fine with doing all that beanie thing again for like the 4th time. So yes, that is that. Now I'm going to take a break, have something to eat, and then start on my chapter. And that's that, actually. And I will keep you guys updated. Bye!